Hello viewers, I welcome you on your favorite show, Trends and Gist, the Bbnaija Season 6 Shine Your Eye edition. Once again, it is where we get to analyze all the happenings in the house from week 1 to the end of the show. Yes, and now we are in week 3. So, with me in the studio is, by my right, Boke Rolands.
Thank you.
And for the first time in our studio, we also have the beautiful Miss Boke.
Thank you.
Welcome, guys. So we are going to be talking more of what happened this week. So guys, stay glued to your screen because we have lots of interesting topics or things to say. And I remain your host, Lady Messiara. We're now in the 3rd week, and you know, as Big Brother would always be, or let me say, as Big Brother is, he has surprises lined up for these housemates. And you know, we had new housemates this week, right? On Sunday night, 3 housemates were evicted and 4 housemates were brought in. So how did you guys see that? How did you see that twist? Were you expecting it at some point that Biggie was going to, you know, do something like that? I want to say that I'm sure that he was going to do something, but I didn't know that he was going to bring like 4 housemates. So how is it for you guys? Ladies first.
Well, for me, I would say I wasn't really surprised because I mean this is not the first time Biggie has done that. So, but it was just I didn't expect it at that time because I felt okay, 3 people going, and then the calculation was it's supposed to be the even numbers, so 11, 11. 12 and all of that. So 3 people going and bringing 4 people was the surprise, you know. And then you know the look on the housemates' faces could tell they were surprised because they were not pleased about it. Yeah.
So you expected that such a thing?
In Biggie's house, you expect anything. It's Biggie's house, I mean.
So what about you?
Well, for me, I expected it, but not this time. I was expecting it like maybe the upper week in week 4.
Okay.
Or maybe this week 3.
So you're saying that it's too sudden?
Yeah, it's too sudden for me. And well, it's Biggie. Biggie has surprises. If he will shock us, everything will do this weekend. So
exactly.
Let's just keep our minds open.
Okay, so the expression on this housemate's face is like Boma, Angel, you know, Cross. When these new housemates were introduced, they had this like kind of expression.
Oh yeah, for me it was Pere.
It was Pere for me.
It could not, right? Like the shock on their face.
When I was watching it with my brother, and like I was just telling him that Pere will soon beat person here now. They will just keep coming. The doorbell just keep ringing. Pere was
so do you see these housemates as, you know, do you think that they will be able to blend well with these housemates as time goes on, or do you think that these housemates might even, you know, come and steal the show from these people that have been there right from the beginning? Okay,
I don't think they will steal the show. I think they will blend. They will blend with the housemate, but not the entire housemate. Even from now, I think some of the housemates are kind of probably maybe because they don't know them that way. But I'm sensing a kind of bad vibes between them. So that's just it.
Okay.
Okay, for me personally, I feel they're already blending. And of course, even if they had come from day 1, I don't think everybody will have the same vibe.
Yeah. But
I feel they are not doing bad. This is the 5th day in the house, and they're already blending, catching up, and all of that. You know, they've started fighting. So you know, I feel it's just. I think they are even more. Most of them, all 4 of them, they are more. They are entertaining. Maybe JMK. I really have not followed her.
Yeah,
but they are all. You know, they are fun people. You know, so. I don't think those people would feel...
Okay, so talking about fights, Maria had a first fight with Queen, who was in new house, who just came in 2 or 3 days into the house. What do you think about that fight?
2 days caused the fight.
What do you think about that fight?
Anyway, that fight, for me personally, I feel Maria, and she just says things without filter. You know, she doesn't process those things before she says them.
Maria's fans
and then but yeah, that's what it was. But also, really, everybody would have felt 2 days. But coming from Maria and the way she says it, there's a way probably she would have said it that maybe the girl wouldn't have taken an offense to it. But
so
the way she said it,
what really caused the fight?
Okay, so they were doing the whole apps, guys, body guys stuff, and White Money, the hype man, hyped Pere, oh, the guy with the whatever body and all of that, and then he also said that he's very strategic and stuff, and then Queen now, like agreed with that statement, like, oh yeah, she felt so, and Maria, Maria being Maria, just gave her that look of, if we like you 2 days, how are you supposed to? Yeah, really 2 days. It's natural to feel that way.
Yeah.
But with her own explanation later, I think she had that conversation with Pere, saying that she feels he's like that. So when that person said that, it just felt, oh, she was, someone is already saying what she felt. So, and the fight, although, well, the fight.
Do you see any kind of intimidation inside that fight? Like maybe one is feeling like this one is acting superior, is acting, do you see any kind of
Yeah, for me, I
intimidation
feel for the fight, Maria, she didn't really do so much because she at some point she walked away from the whole thing.
Okay.
But Queen wasn't having it because she had already probably the vibe, and I heard her say that wasn't the first time she was saying something similar to you now we just come and all of that, and already they that have already been here, it felt like they already had an edge over the newbies because of course people had already most people had already made their choices on who their favorite housemate is.
Yes.
So it felt like they already had an edge, and those ones were still trying to make them see me, and then you are now even still highlighting like when we just come and stuff. So
Exactly.
but I don't see bully anywhere. I feel that Maria I'm happy Queen did what she did because just to put Maria in her place, sometimes you don't just say things because you have to say and then go around apologizing. No, if you could avoid those statements, you should avoid it.
Okay, to me, I think White Money is acting for the camera. To me, that's what I think, because there are some of his acts that I see and I'm like, okay, I think this guy is aware that there are cameras everywhere in the mirrors, because even Jackie B said that when Michael walked in, and she was saying that everywhere in the house, especially the mirrors, that there are cameras, placed everywhere there. And I see White Money doing some stuff like go in front of the camera, stand in front of mirror, cry, sit on that, which people call vibes. But me, I think is acting for the camera. What do you have to say about that?
I think that saying goes for all the housemates. It's obvious in the house there are cameras in the house. So at every time you tend to acknowledge that presence of the camera. From White Money, I haven't really observed him acting for the camera. I've always observed White Money as someone that has this vibe that he brings, always trying to make the house fun and all that. That is just it for me for White Money. But acting for the camera, I haven't really taken note of that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think Boma had his first rejection from Queen since they've been in the house. He went, like just the way Pere told Maria, I like you, and Maria was like, I don't like you. So do you get? Pere got his first rejection from Maria, and now Boma has gotten a rejection from Queen. What do you have to say about that? Do you think that there will be any shipping like from these guys? Based on the females they like in the house. What do you think is going on?
Okay, personally, I feel that I like the fact that it was rejected. Reason being that sometimes you find them in corners talking about the girls and almost how will I put it, making people feel that the girls are cheap. So I was just glad, like, I don't want to call the previous housemate, but I just felt they were giving that vibe too. I can be all I want to be, but I can still be. So I'm glad that it happened because you see them talking about this one will go just and all of those things, and which I feel, come on, but I'm glad that happened though.
Exactly. Same here. So what do you have to say about that?
Well, rejection is common. It's common
because some people don't know how to handle rejection. I realized that after that rejection, Boma has not really been himself. Like some people don't know how to handle rejection.
We won't say that. As in, it's something that is common between a guy and a girl. Sometimes you tend to tell a girl how you feel, and she doesn't feel the same way. So it's bound to happen. But for Boma, I don't think Boma is kind of feeling a type of way about it. It's just Boma being Boma. Sometimes
really?
Boma can just go under the radar, like you can't find him, but he's in the house. then sometimes it comes out, and that is just Buma.
I don't think that vibe is good for the house though. Whereby you just you enter your shell like snail. There's a time you come out and you're all over the place. After some time, you enter your shell. Especially where I don't get. And there's this thing I see Buma do, like keeps a kind of. There's this kind of expression he has on his face when he doesn't like a particular person or doesn't find someone interesting. I don't know what to call it, but I think it does it for especially the guys. Especially when Michael walked in, when the new housemates walked in. Michael, he had that. So I don't want to call it jealousy or anything.
No, I don't think Buma has bad vibes against or bad vibes with Michael. I mean, if you ask me, I think Buma was one of the first person that talked to Michael.
Okay.
So they actually they vibe together, they bond, and they've both been out, like outside the country. They spend a lot outside, so they really vibe together. So I don't think Buma has is feeling a type of way against Michael.
Okay.
Just that Buma is you can't really tell how he's feeling, or because just the way he acts. Like I said before, sometimes he's just calm and he's quiet, probably observing, or probably regaining strength, or like organizing himself for whatness, that kind of feeling. Or sometimes they might have a tax that is pending, so he wants to feel calm and prepare himself for the tax.
Okay, I get you. I know that you're a Buma guy. Like I get that.
I can't say.
I get it. There's no problem. But let's just go with Let's just go with what you have said. Okay, this week they had a game, the Truth or Dare game. This week, and then during the Truth or Dare game, they dared Angel to kiss KV. KV is one of the new housemates, which you guys know. Angel kissed KV, and that's in the process of, I think she did it so passionately that it got to Sammy. Angel and Sammy are they are trying to do, get closer like that. And then Sammy didn't like the way Angel went for KV with the keys, the whole thing. He got pissed, and a fight broke up between Sammy and Angel. So
I think that fight has been on the mail since 2 weeks ago. That fight was bound to happen. Like, these guys, they didn't actually express themselves. They didn't actually talk.
Okay.
All we see was just cuddling, kissing. They didn't actually talk. They didn't actually state out
they don't have
who they are, what they are. They don't have conversation.
Exactly.
So they were just acting on an assumption. This one is assuming like she's my babe. This one is assuming that I feel.
Okay, they didn't come out plainly to say okay.
There was no conversation saying that we're in a relationship or we are cheaping.
Yeah,
they don't even know who builds their boat for them.
Well, if you ask me, I think, well, turn to Sammy, because he was, he always gave the impression that he likes peace. And then, yes, you'd see him talking to one or two persons, like Peace, is his peg. He would love to go for peace and all of that. I can remember him talking to Peace about him wanting her and all of that. And then, behind, and it seemed like a kiss and tell, because I've heard him talk to his fellow guys about what happened between you and Angel. That's and then I also feel that, when you know somebody in a way, he met her that way. Angel had never pretended to be what she's not. Like, from the first moment she entered the house, she came that way. So whatever way you saw her that way, and you feel you like her, which I don't think he like her. I feel he just sees that, because she's that way, maybe she's she's going to be easy and all of that. And so he decided she was one that even started giving him
she
vibe and all of that.
Sammy.
So and I feel Angel is just that kind of person.
She's a playful girl. She's
aside play, she probably doesn't really commit to someone. Okay. This kind of let me have fun and get out kind of person. Right. And so she did with Sammy, and they didn't communicate, just like you said. There was no conversations, and then that happened. Then the kiss, man. Well, me, I was glad she kissed. I was glad
Sammy was so
because
offended.
Sammy, you don't go behind somebody. Everybody's watching, and you keep saying it's peace, that nobody's forcing you. Come on, you can.
Even
back
so when was he that jealous?
Yeah,
That's
you
the
know, it
question.
just
to the point that he slut shamed her.
and yeah,
And
you know,
it
that
got-
was
it
very
really
But
got
see,
to
painful.
no,
her.
but see,
I really didn't like
wait,
that
was
wait,
because
we
that
have to
was
we have to be fair in this thing. They both exchange words together. Not just Sammy slut shaming her. She also insulted
yeah,
Sammy.
she did.
Now-
but what did she
now-
say before Sammy had to slut shame? So who said what first?
See,
Before
I think you see the fight between the two of them. It has been growing. There has been a bad vibe between the two of them right from the first truth or dare they had after the
Where she kissed
live
Saga.
show.
oh, there she kissed
Yeah.
Saga and
that
Saga.
bad vibes have been there. Even after that, they didn't even come
Talk,
together
they
like
didn't talk.
have a conversation. You know, there are some things that, yeah, Angel might, or she's the playful type, like she doesn't catch feelings, she's just on cruise or something like that. She might be that. Then also, you did that with someone, and Sammy too. He also has feelings. Sammy is a human being. Maybe along the line, Sammy catched feelings like she
Yeah.
felt
But
something. So
that's his
wait
own-
now. That's why it was important for them. It was important for them to communicate. Now we're not saying that you guys should be in a relationship. There's nothing should be forced in the house. Like
Yeah.
you guys should communicate to know where you stand. If they have done that, the fight will not have happened.
Okay, so that's your take, right? It's alright. So, lastly, Pere won the head of house.
General Pere.
Hey, General Pere, that's the
Abasha no
next
be pass this one.
one. He won the bed of house for this week, and I think by Sunday it's going to be over, right? And then by Monday there will be a new head of house. So this third week now is the new head of house, and you know a lot of changes. The way he does his thing, I don't know.
Change.
Do you guys think?
Change has
Do you
come.
think that it's going to be nominated? Because with the way it's going,
Come on, no. Except not juju, but already, you know, Pere is Pere though. If you look at it, he has always been this thief and all of that. But then sometimes in leadership, you don't have to force people to do things because of course it's a big brother's house. Everybody have the same rights that you do, just like you are the leader at that period.
Well, I feel Pere. I like what he did. Now, we all have this saying that as a leader, we shouldn't impose rule or impose what we want our people to do. We don't have to impose it on them. But you are the leader. You have to take a stand. I think he did. He take a stand because if he hadn't have done that, it would just be it would be like a scenario where they are just playing around and all that.
You could do that. That's why I say you don't force it. You could do that without, you know, because I saw. Okay, I remember one night around 1 a.m. So Pere called the whole house.
No. I think that was the first night they had.
That wasn't the first night.
No,
He
that
was
was
the
the first
head
night
of
they
house
had.
that had
they
a
had a
private
meeting.
meeting aside the Big Brother's brief and all of that. And after having the meeting, they all had their, you know, which was good.
Yeah.
You know, having everybody to say what they feel and, you know, to make very good changes in the house. Then the next day, and then it's sad to see how adults argue about cleaning and I'm like, why is that? Because I can remember White Money saying, I don't have a problem cleaning. I do most of the cleaning.
Yeah.
But then you just
Miriam.
see
Exactly what I mean about him taking a stand. The first meeting they had where he asked he asked the housemates to talk about how they feel, how the house is going and changes that might be brought in. They all expressed themselves. But then again, we saw that meeting took a very lengthy time. Like it was almost it was going to 2 hours, 3 hours. Because they were all beating around the bush. Everybody keep on arguing on the same thing. So Pere have to come in and take a stand like this is what we are doing. We are cleaning every day and we are doing this like he has to do that as the
He
leader.
has to lay down.
no, that's not the issue. Like I said, the first meeting was needed. You know, because already the housemates, I feel that they're one of the laziest so far.
Yes,
They really
these
don't do
housemates
things,
are
you know.
really.
They don't really do things and all.
They're lazy.
But my whole point is, you know, the next day he called the meeting again. And this meeting, I feel strongly it was because of Maria, the way Maria spoke to him,
Yeah.
and he decided to transfer the aggression to the housemates.
Okay.
Because already there wasn't really an issue. They had already had the discussion the previous day, and then there was an issue of the whole 2 days thing, and then Maria went because he was it felt like he was taking side with Queen. You know, Queen called him earlier before she approached Maria. So he was trying to let Maria know that, oh, you're not just Maria, you're the deputy head of house. So there should be a level of understanding. There should be a level of decorum when it comes to you. It's expected that, and she doesn't know you. Other people, and that's what White Money said. You don't take Maria seriously because else Maria can just come out and say something, and people that have spent longer time with Maria understand that this is the kind of person. So he was trying to let her know that they don't know you. Although I still feel Maria tried. Walking away is the best thing to do at that time. But then he was still trying to talk respect. He's not talking to you as Pere. He's talking to you as the head of house. Yeah. And then Maria now spoke to him like very rudely. Maria now. She just spoke to him anyhow. And then he got angry and assembled everybody. And then he started
supposed to do that.
The way he said it. Come on, let's be honest.
You don't have to qualify how a leader should be.
No.
Okay. So talking
it's not
about
supposed to be that way, because the way he said, you could pass that same message, your tone. You could pass that same message.
But his tone wasn't high now. Like, raise his voice now.
He calmly said that. Night. He first started and then he ended with, "Have I made myself clear?"
I watched it.
If I was in the house, there's no way they would not drag, because I don't fall down laugh, because you chop.
You raise his voice.
Have you ever
heard
them disqualify somebody because say you saw head of house?
All right, guys. Talking about the same head of house, right? You went ahead to say that White Money talked about White Money cooking as a strategy. He spoke to Maria about it, that they're going to change someone cooking. For me, I think that everybody in that house should take turns to cook, because they're all housemates and nobody should be cooking for anybody. There should be people, there should be like a roster of who will be cooking this week, who will be cooking this day, who will be cooking that. So saying that that's White Money strategy, do you think that's true? What do you have to say? What is your take?
Obviously, if you're an housemate and you're in that house, anything you do is a strategy. Whether you intentionally do it or you don't, it's a strategy. Well, for White Money, I would say it's a strategy for him. Now, it might not be in a bad way, but looking at the time White Money has been in the kitchen, I think that this set in White Money being in the kitchen, this set has been the set that is more organized in the kitchen. Like,
really,
they don't fight over food.
Yeah.
The kitchen is always clean.
Yeah.
Like, that is because White Money took it upon himself to be in charge of the kitchen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, just few days that Pere had a meeting that said he doesn't want a monopoly in the kitchen. Just take a look at it. A few days, I think from Tuesday down to Friday now, the kitchen has been
surprisingly.
I
saw White Money with apron again. I'm like,
because for me, I feel that the whole kitchen thing, nobody has a monopoly of the kitchen, true.
Yeah.
But then if I want to cook, because right from the the Bisola set, we had Beyonce always being in the kitchen. It didn't stop people from evicting him out or nominating him. Then we had Rico Suave. Yeah, he was also in the kitchen. Then we had Katrina too. She spent 2 weeks. So I just feel that I feel that because White Money cook for everybody, like practically everybody. Yeah. And for me, that's super. How was the word? That's strength for me, because I feel mommy, I won't do that.
It's not easy to cook.
And now they are telling them to cook. Even Pere can't. So you see someone, and he said his wife. I remember White Money saying that now that we are so much, it's easier for one person to cook. At least we can manage. Exactly. When everybody has to come to cook whatever they want to cook, then there will be problems because people are overusing things and stuff like that. And he knows how to manage. Yeah. He really knows how to manage and stuff. So I remember him using the former wheat. He wanted to make amala, and the one the previous day that they used that they made that didn't finish, he added it to that one so it could not waste, which is something for me. So
White Money is good at what it does. Yeah. It's good at what it does. Alright, thank you so much, guys. I really do appreciate. Thank you so much, viewers, for watching. I hope you enjoyed, watching and listening. Okay, so I remain your host, Lady Masiara, and thank you once again for being with us. And a big shout out to Divine Cuisine and Lounge for allowing us use this studio for the show. So until we see you again, guys, till next time, have a wonderful day. Bye for now.